I keep, saying time and again, Smart Talk is our sort of outreach to people, to speak to people about a lot of things that you and I may not be aware of otherwise. Okay, they are everyday heroes, people in their own way who are creating a little change, which I believe somewhere just snowballs. In conversation with me today is Sara Cherian. She is representing the Cherian Foundation, and I understand they've been in the hair business for the last 4 decades. A very warm welcome to our show and a good morning to you, Sara.
Thank you, Sulabha. Thank you for having me over.
Yes, it's my pleasure, Sara. So, to just give you a little perspective about what Sara and their group, a lot of them do together, we've heard about the hair donation drive that is, spearheaded through Green Trends. I know a lot of interns personally, Sara, who have donated a lot of their hair from WCC College, right? So, I think it's a wonderful initiative, and this hair gets made into a wig that goes to help patients with cancer, right?
Yes.
Who are already fighting a battle. So tell us about how this entire thing started, Sara.
So what started out by one person donating hair at WCC has grown into a movement, and with the help of Green Trends, the Rotary Club of WCC and District Rotary Club, as well as Raj Hair International. So this has had an overwhelming response of about 3,000 plus people.
From Chennai?
Yes, from Chennai and from cities outside Chennai as well.
Okay.
And this is translated into making of 370 wigs.
Interesting. So this has been going around for many years now, right? How many years now, Sara?
It's been about 3 years.
3 years. All right. So why are we again talking about it today? Avdine, when we come back, we're going to be asking her. This is 94.3 Radio 1. You're tuned in with me, Sulabha.
Smart Talk with Sulabha. Smart Talk with Sulabha.
You're tuned in with me, Sulabha. This is Smart Talk. In the last 3 years, over 3,000 women from our city have donated their hair through Green Trends, and a lot of wigs have been made, about 370 wigs to be specific.
Yes.
And spearheaded by the Cherian Foundation, they've been distributed to needy women at the Adyar Cancer Institute. So Sara Cherian joining us for a conversation here. The reason she's here is to spread awareness about, hair, donating hair on one side, and, people who definitely need it on another side. Sara, now we were just talking about how much hair should someone donate, right? So you were telling me it's about 10 inches.
The length of the hair needs to be about 10 inches.
Right.
Because when we start making the wig, we need to remove the short hair so that the wig doesn't shed.
Okay.
And so the length has to be about 10 inches. Only then it can be made into a wig with at least about shoulder length.
Right, okay. And to give you a perspective, that must be like a regular ruler or chinna scale.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
about 12 inches, right?
Yes.
So it's just about so much. And so much hair needs to be donated for somebody to make a wig, right?
Yes.
And you were saying that you're also planning to make wigs for men.
Yes.
Yeah, but it does affect women more. Tell us something more about that.
I think our initial target was women because, when cancer affects a woman and she loses her hair, she loses her morale, her confidence. It affects a woman more because I think it is a very natural self-expression and an extension of herself. So I think our first target was women, and in the first 2 drives. In the third drive, we will be focusing on men as well.
All right. So even men can donate hair is the thing.
Men will not be in a position to donate the hair because they can't be made into wigs.
Oh, okay.
It's only women can donate the hair and men get to wear them.
All right, okay. So it's only the women's hair that can be made into a wig, like
Unless
you said.
men have grown their hair really long.
Really long.
Yeah, they're definitely eligible to donate.
Okay, all right. So it's, calling out to the women right here. If you're tuned in and you think you want to go for a makeover, then make sure that your hair doesn't get wasted, okay? Because some really needy people will get it, and for them it could be a very life-altering decision of yours, all right? We come back back and speak more about this. Ninga the 94.3 Radio 1. You're tuned in with me, Sulabha, to Smart Talk.
Smart Talk with Sulabha.
Sara Cherian from the Cherian Foundation is here, and we're speaking about how they, along with Green Trends and Raj Hair International, they've transformed many lives of patients who really need it, cancer survivors with no hair. You know, sometimes idella paakumbodhu okay, but you know, losing hair for a woman can be an extremely traumatic experience by its own, right?
Yes, true.
So, Sara, you and your team are doing such an incredible job in, you know, helping people get back their dignity or what they perceive it to be. So, who are these beneficiaries?
Sulabha, women, when they undergo chemotherapy and they lose their hair, as you very rightly said, you know, it's a very traumatic experience for them. In order to help them, and they also shy away from wearing a wig because they don't want it looking, sitting fake on their head.
Right, okay.
So now we have improvised our technology within our limited means, and we have provided them the most natural looking hair and wig, and we have imported the wig base, and it's very ideal for humid conditions. We have also provided them a very natural hairline in the front, and a woman's hair naturally parts on the top. So we have come up with an injected technology wherein the scalp can be seen, and it gives a very scalp-like look from the top. So it makes it gives it a very natural look, and it takes away their inhibition from wearing a wig.
Right, and how expensive are these things, just so we have a perspective?
The market value of the wig that we're giving now is about rupees 15,000.
Wow. Okay, and I'm sure that's not something that everybody can afford, right?
Yes.
All right, so tell me something. If anybody is listening in right now and they know of a person who really, you know, deserves this, and they may not have the economic capability to buy one, could they also walk into the Cancer Institute and get a wig?
Definitely. Anybody who is deserving and is not in a position to afford a wig, they can approach Cancer Institute. That way, Cancer Institute has been so considerate that they want to reach out to as many people as possible and not just contain it to their patients.
All right.
So you can approach their Cancer Institute.
All right, so those of you driving in right now, please help share the word. If there's someone you know or somebody, you know, who you think deserves a wig, just so they get their confidence back, then you could head to the Cancer Institute and talk about the radio show that you heard, and they would be willing to help. We come back and ask Sara one more question. This is Smart Talk right here on 94.3 Radio 1 with me, Sulabha.
Smart Talk with Sulabha.
This is Smart Talk, and we're catching up with Sara Cherian. She is a representative of the Cherian Foundation, and they're instrumental in helping a lot of cancer women, you know, have their hair back with really nice wigs. Okay, so Sara, today evening you have a felicitation ceremony at the Cancer Institute, right?
Yes.
What is it about? Tell me something about that.
So we are going to be donating 250 wigs. That is Green Trends, Rotary Club of WCC, and the District Rotary Club, and Raj Hair International. All of us are going to be donating these 250 wigs to the Adya Cancer Institute. The program is to be held at 4 o'clock this evening, and the wigs will be handed over to Dr. Shanta.
Dr. Shanta, a very, very inspiring personality.
Very inspiring person. She's the heartbeat of the Adya Cancer Institute, and she and her dedicated team of doctors have worked tirelessly to help these patients regain a normal life.
Right. And if someone listening in, they want to, you know, give away their hair as well, how could they do that?
They could contact the Adya Cancer Institute, or they could log into cherianfoundation.org. Green Trends conducts camps in the month of February. They usually conduct it in a lot of educational institutions, and the donors can walk into their salons and also donate their hair. Green Trends has come up with this innovative way of donating hair. So, for instance, if someone would like to donate their hair, but they're afraid of it altering their existing hairstyle, So Green Trends has this technology wherein they take a tuft of hair from the back. These are individually packed and the person can go back to everyday life without altering anything in their look, the way their hair is.
Okay, so the densest part of your hair would be removed and for a
Yes.
great cost.
Yes.
Without altering your existing hairstyle. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us on this conversation, Sara. And yeah, wishing you good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sulabha, for having me over.
Smart Talk with Sulabha.